Okay, here it is, game 1. Civilizations have to be team random, so the players cannot choose them actually. Is this game 1? It feels like we've seen very similar civilizations today, but no, can't be. Alright. CLB pretty much in the east of the map. Maybe let's start with the flanks in the north. So we have PL. Is it Zik or Jik? I never know. I'm not sure.
I'd say Zik. With that silent
Polish,
D in there, yeah, Zik.
Yeah. Right, so player in grey as the Saracens. And he's up against green, CLB Gaming, I guess, as Mongols. In the south we have... is that red? Yes. Red as Mongols. Kimu against orange. That would be Xian as Saracens. Okay, then the pocket players...
It's basically inverse locations here. So
Pretty
they've
much.
switched the order. Yeah, very interesting. So same matchups all the way across the board.
Okay, in purple there is Bals, because I have no idea how to pronounce his second name here. So
Jormungandr, probably.
Yeah.
We'll stick with Barls.
That's easier. Kushluk, I guess, for blue here as Goths. So Goths against Mayans, always interesting to see. And Mayans, Goths, perfectly reverted, as you said. Okay, about the maps, do you see anything interesting, Dave? Or like...
I see Gray stealing a boar already from the Mongols player from the Colombian team, which is good. He took quite a few hits. Took quite a few hits to get it there, but I think he saw he was Mongols. Maybe, and decided to steal the boar.
Yeah. And that was really early, like, usually...
It's so early, yeah.
Usually you see players at minute 3, minute 4, but this was minute 2 or so. Okay, yeah.
And the thing with going that early is that Green probably didn't have time to even scout out where the boar was. So I don't. It might take him a while to realize he had lost the boar.
He might be looking everywhere and doesn't know it was stolen. Yeah, that's worse, right? If you know the boar is gone, you can adapt, right? But to look up every black spot on the minimap is frustrating, at least. I'm just looking at the red town, and it is fairly open. Really hard to wall. The wood in the back is, well, it is okay, it could be worse. Gold is okay, it's in the back, so nothing terrible there.
Yeah, his economy isn't forward, but it's still so open on that map. There's no wood.
Yeah. And it's 4v4, so there can always be like some crossbows or knights. Yeah, stop by and kill a few vills.
And Orange can wall up that gold at the front of his base, and he can actually wall his base quite easily, I think.
Yeah.
In contrast to Red.
Absolutely, Red is super open, and Orange, like, bearing in mind it's a desert Arabia, that's really easy to wall. Okay, then Green, I think, with this huge cliff between him and Grey, can wall really nicely if he scouts it. Yeah.
It's whether he wants to go forward that far, to be honest, to get there. He might decide to wall where the stone is instead if he wants to. Doesn't feel like going out super far.
Yeah, in Dark Age you don't want to send your villagers around too much. Okay, then yeah, for the pockets I think there's nothing crazy to mention here. Yellow is missing 2 sheep, but he'll find them eventually. And it's not like he has to rely on them, especially with Mayans.
I find it interesting that Green went all the way to the left of his base to make a mill on those 3 deer. Seems like a really exposed place to make a mill on 3 deer.
Yeah, and he's sending 4 villagers out.
Yeah.
And he has a mill on berries, so that extra mill, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I guess he's Mongols, so his theory is that it'd be worth it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you gather, there's still only 3 deer there to be taken.
If it takes like a minute times 4 for these villagers to go back and forth, then there goes your bonus. I don't know.
He's also walling up. He's walling up big time, his entire base here. But I notice he hasn't walled that oasis yet. Maybe they're planning on making a team wall all the way to yellow. I don't know.
Might be. And yeah, I see the oasis. That is a hole that could cost you the game. Let's see how they notices that.
Orange, meanwhile, walling exactly where we thought he was going to, and that's a really easy wall to put down. He's also sending out the Drush. Red sees it, and blue is kind of there to back orange up, so maybe he'll loop around to the berries and get a couple good shots. A long way, though.
Yeah, it's gonna take another minute to get there.
So green has completed his wall. I noticed 3 idle villagers on the wall. Now he's moving one of them. 2 of them are still standing there. Isn't the greatest this early in the game. The orange trying to loop around on red, but I don't think he really knows where to go there.
Probably hasn't scouted it. Let's take a look quickly. That's Xion. Yeah, he hasn't scouted that much.
He might be able to catch one of these villagers out here. Maybe kill one. The spear is coming in to target the scout, but the militia are on the villager. No, he clicked back to the spear.
Now he's losing the scout for nothing.
And Gray's Drush actually, Gray upgraded to Man-at-Arms, and he's going all the way around Green's wall before he can finish that. So is he gonna? I think he scouted the wood line. Is he gonna go into that wood line and ignore the berries there?
He might. Let's take a look at his exploration. Yes, he sees the lumber camp. He sees the gold. He has 2 forward vills to build a tower. Yes. Does Green see that? He should. Yes, he sees the vill.
And Green's trying to house wall now with 4 villagers. Kinda deterred Gray, but Gray's just gonna go right to the berries.
Yeah.
And a tower coming up from Gray as well, and the wood line on the other side.
Yes, that's what I meant. Counter tower is going up. But to be honest, this is Saracens against Mongols, so this is really good for Grey.
Yeah.
Usually you would expect like scouts just to destroy the 3 militias, but here, yeah, he's forcing the pressure on Green and not the other way around.
Scouts from red going out. Looks like they're gonna get into blue's economy actually.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna ignore orange altogether because orange is walled. And he's got 1 villager trapped there.
Yeah, perfectly trapped.
And I think he might be able to get this one as well with the hill bonus. Where that spear comes along.
Didn't lose a scout yet. Yeah, nice one. Picked up 2 vills. Men-at-Arms, what are they doing? Probably trying to get a hole in there. Yeah, there's artists going out for Grey. I like how Grey's playing this.
Yeah, Gray's doing a really good job here, and he's opening up the wall at the back so he can go through.
Yep. I mean, he's completely taking green out of the equation, you know, because Mongols are always annoying.
Oh. Blue
Yeah,
losing
what's
more
going
villagers on his wood line.
Oh no.
I think he's gonna lose 4 here.
He tried to wall up.
He sent a couple back, okay.
1, 2.
2 more dead.
Might be, yeah, 3 for sure. That hurts.
It really does, and his map is so open, and yeah. I mean, that's what happens when your flank walls completely like Orange does. Then the other opposite flank, the Mongols' power sieve comes to you, and...
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if they are using voice chat and can actually communicate, but if you wall and you're up against Mongols, then you have to tell that to your pocket, like, there might be scouts coming.
And now the scouts are gonna completely avoid those spears and go to yellow, and he might be able to catch a bunch of villagers from yellow, the other pocket.
Yeah, the stone is really exposed. Gold and wood as well.
So I think yellow's plan was to go for a castle, obviously that many on stone. He went for Market Blacksmith, and where is that castle gonna go up?
Scouts, by the way, returned to blue. Not sure if that's a good idea.
Gray, on the other hand, in the wood line from green, and look at the tower position that he's gonna put down there. That's a really good spot for a tower.
Beautiful tower. Cuts off the main gold and
yeah, and he's got archers
wood
on the other wood as well. So green is gonna be missing. He's gonna have to go to the front to get that wood near his stone.
And the front can always be towered again. So yeah, looking bad for green here for sure.
Red scouts in on blue again, but blue's kind of chasing them away. Still no castle from yellow. He's going for 2 TCs. Seems weird that he would have so much on stone early to go for 2 TCs.
Yeah, let's check his point of view quickly. 300 stone in the bank. I don't know, usually the first thing you do in Castle Age is drop a castle, and then, yeah, you build your TCs.
Goth's player now, Remy, has some knights coming out to support Gray, and Green's going to be in big trouble here. I mean, his pocket is going 3 TC